Have you walked into your garden, excited to check on your tomato plants, only to discover that the once vibrant green leaves are slowly turning yellow? It can feel discouraging, especially after weeks of watering, feeding, and caring for your plants. Many gardeners immediately assume they need more fertilizer, but that's one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Yellow leaves are not the problem. They're a warning sign that something deeper is happening. The good news is that yellow leaves don't always mean your tomato plant is dying. In many cases, if you identify the real cause early enough, your plant can recover completely and continue producing healthy, delicious tomatoes throughout the season. In today's video, I'll walk you through the 7 hidden causes of yellow tomato leaves, explain how to recognize each one, and show you the safest and most effective ways to fix the problem. Stay with me until the end, because the final cause is something many gardeners overlook, yet it affects thousands of tomato plants every year. Let's begin with one of the most common reasons. Cause number 1, overwatering. Many gardeners believe tomatoes need water every single day. While tomatoes certainly need consistent moisture, giving them too much water can actually do more harm than good. When the soil remains constantly wet, tiny air pockets around the roots fill with water. Without enough oxygen, the roots struggle to breathe and absorb nutrients properly. As a result, the leaves begin turning yellow because the plant can no longer transport essential nutrients to the rest of the plant. One of the first warning signs is yellowing on the lower leaves. You may also notice that the plant appears wilted, even though the soil feels damp. This often confuses gardeners because wilting is usually associated with dry conditions, but roots damaged by excess water cannot support healthy growth. Take a moment to check your soil before reaching for the watering can. Push your finger 2 to 3 inches into the soil. If it still feels moist at that depth, your tomato plant probably doesn't need more water yet. The best approach is to water deeply but less frequently. Deep watering encourages roots to grow farther into the soil, making the plant stronger and more resilient during hot weather. Watering lightly every day encourages shallow roots, leaving the plant more vulnerable to stress. Adding mulch around the base of the plant is another simple way to maintain even soil moisture while reducing unnecessary watering. Learning when not to water is just as important as learning when to water. Cause number 2, underwatering. While too much water causes problems, too little water can produce very similar symptoms. Tomato plants lose large amounts of water through their leaves, especially during warm, sunny weather. When they cannot replace that moisture quickly enough, the plant begins conserving water by sacrificing older leaves. Those leaves gradually turn yellow before eventually drying out and falling off. Unlike overwatered plants, the soil around an underwatered tomato usually feels dry several inches below the surface. The leaves may also curl inward, and developing tomatoes can crack because the plant experiences repeated cycles of drought, followed by heavy watering. Many gardeners accidentally create this problem by watering inconsistently. They forget to water for several days, then try to make up for it by soaking the plant all at once. Unfortunately, tomatoes prefer steady, consistent moisture rather than dramatic swings between dry and wet conditions. A better routine is to water thoroughly whenever the top few inches of soil begin to dry. Early morning is generally the best time because it gives the plant plenty of moisture before the day's heat, while allowing excess moisture on the surface to evaporate naturally. Healthy watering habits don't just prevent yellow leaves, they also improve fruit quality and reduce the risk of several common diseases. If you're finding these tips helpful, subscribe to Grow Food Smarter for practical, science-backed gardening advice that helps you grow healthier plants, bigger harvests, and avoid costly gardening mistakes. Every week, we share simple techniques that anyone can use to become a smarter gardener. Now let's look at another hidden cause that many people mistake for watering problems. Cause number 3, nitrogen deficiency. Nitrogen is one of the most important nutrients a tomato plant needs because it fuels leafy green growth. When there's not enough nitrogen in the soil, the plant begins moving what little nitrogen it has from older leaves to support new growth. That's why nitrogen deficiency almost always starts at the bottom of the plant. The oldest leaves gradually lose their rich green color, becoming pale green before turning completely yellow. Meanwhile, the newer leaves near the top may still appear healthy for a while. As the deficiency becomes more severe, overall growth slows down. The stems may remain thin, and the plant may produce fewer flowers and fewer tomatoes than expected. However, It's important not to rush into adding large amounts of fertilizer. Yellow leaves don't automatically mean your plant lacks nitrogen. Overwatering, poor drainage, damaged roots, or disease can prevent the roots from absorbing nutrients even when plenty of nitrogen is already present in the soil. If you've ruled out watering issues and your plant still shows the classic signs of nitrogen deficiency, adding compost, well-aged manure, or a balanced tomato fertilizer can gradually restore healthy growth. Organic materials are especially helpful because they release nutrients slowly while improving soil structure over time. Remember, healthy soil grows healthy plants. Feeding the soil with organic matter doesn't just solve today's problem, it helps prevent many future problems as well. In the next part, we'll uncover 4 more hidden causes of yellow tomato leaves, including a nutrient deficiency that's often confused with nitrogen deficiency, fungal diseases that spread surprisingly fast, and tiny pests that can silently weaken your plants before you even notice they're there. So far, we've covered 3 of the most common reasons tomato leaves turn yellow: overwatering, underwatering, and nitrogen deficiency. If none of those seem to match what you're seeing, don't worry. The next hidden causes are just as common, and identifying them correctly could save your tomato plants before the damage spreads. Let's continue. Cause number 4, magnesium deficiency. Have you ever noticed tomato leaves turning yellow while the veins stay green? If so, your plant may be suffering from a magnesium deficiency. Magnesium is essential because it helps tomato plants produce chlorophyll, the green pigment responsible for capturing sunlight and converting it into energy. Without enough magnesium, the plant struggles to produce food, and its older leaves begin to show signs of stress. Unlike nitrogen deficiency, which causes the entire leaf to fade evenly, magnesium deficiency usually creates a striking pattern. The tissue between the veins turns yellow, while the veins themselves remain green. This pattern often starts on the lower leaves before gradually moving upward, if the problem isn't corrected. Magnesium deficiencies are more likely in sandy soils, soils that have been heavily watered for long periods, or gardens where tomatoes have been grown repeatedly without replenishing nutrients. If you suspect magnesium deficiency, avoid applying random fertilizers. Too much fertilizer can create nutrient imbalances that make the problem worse. Instead, use a balanced tomato fertilizer, or, if a deficiency is confirmed, apply magnesium according to the product's directions. Healthy compost also improves the soil's ability to supply essential nutrients naturally over time. The goal isn't simply to feed the plant, it's to restore balance to the soil. Cause number 5. Early blight and other fungal diseases. Sometimes yellow leaves have nothing to do with watering or nutrition. Instead, they're the first warning sign of a fungal disease. One of the most common is early blight. It usually begins on the oldest leaves near the bottom of the plant. At first, you'll notice small brown spots surrounded by yellow halos. As the disease progresses, those spots become larger, the leaves turn completely yellow, and eventually they dry up and fall off. Many gardeners ignore these early symptoms, thinking the leaves are simply getting old. Unfortunately, fungal diseases spread quickly, especially during warm, humid weather. The moment you notice infected leaves, remove them carefully and dispose of them. Avoid leaving diseased leaves on the ground because fungal spores can survive and infect healthy plants. Good airflow is one of your strongest defenses. Space tomato plants properly, remove crowded lower leaves when necessary, and water at the base of the plant instead of spraying the foliage. Wet leaves provide the perfect environment for fungal diseases to spread. Healthy gardening isn't only about treating problems, it's about preventing them before they become serious. Cause number 6. Hidden pest damage. Sometimes the real culprit isn't visible at first glance. Tiny insects such as spider mites, aphids, and whiteflies feed by piercing tomato leaves and sucking out their juices. As they feed, the leaves lose moisture and nutrients, causing them to develop yellow spots that gradually spread across the leaf. Spider mites are especially difficult to detect because they're incredibly small. However, they often leave behind fine webbing underneath the leaves. Aphids usually gather in clusters around young stems and new growth, while whiteflies quickly fly into the air when disturbed. One of the best habits every gardener can develop is inspecting the underside of tomato leaves at least once a week. That's where many pests hide before their populations explode. If you find only a few insects, a strong spray of water may remove many of them. For larger infestations, Insecticidal soap or neem oil can be effective when used according to the label instructions. Encouraging beneficial insects like ladybugs can also help keep pest populations under control naturally. The earlier you spot pests, the easier they are to manage. Before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. Have your tomato leaves started turning yellow from the bottom of the plant? Or are the newer leaves at the top changing color first? Let us know in the comments below. Your answer could also help other gardeners who are experiencing the same problem, and I'll do my best to answer as many questions as I can. In the final part of this video, we'll reveal the 7th hidden cause of yellow tomato leaves, explain how to diagnose the problem in less than 1 minute, uncover the biggest mistakes gardeners make when trying to fix yellow leaves, and show you how to keep your tomato plants green, healthy, and productive all season long. We've already uncovered 6 hidden causes of yellow tomato leaves, from watering mistakes and nutrient deficiencies to fungal diseases and destructive pests. Now let's finish with one final cause that surprises many gardeners, because, in some cases, yellow leaves are completely normal. Cause number 7. Natural aging and transplant stress. Not every yellow leaf is a sign of trouble. As tomato plants mature, it's perfectly natural for some of the oldest leaves near the bottom of the plant to turn yellow and eventually die off. These leaves have already done their job, and the plant redirects its energy toward producing new growth, flowers, and fruit. This type of yellowing usually happens gradually. Only a few of the lowest leaves are affected, while the rest of the plant remains healthy, green, and vigorous. If that's what you're seeing, there's usually no reason to panic. The same thing can happen after transplanting. Even healthy seedlings experience a period of adjustment when moved into the garden. During this time, a few lower leaves may yellow as the plant focuses on establishing a stronger root system. The key is knowing the difference between normal aging and a real problem. If yellowing is limited to a few older leaves and the rest of the plant continues growing well, your tomatoes are likely doing exactly what they should. However, if yellow leaves spread rapidly throughout the plant, affect new growth, or are accompanied by spots, wilting, or stunted growth, it's time to investigate further. Knowing the difference can save you from unnecessary treatments that may actually harm your plants. How to diagnose yellow tomato leaves in 1 minute. When you notice yellow leaves, don't guess. Instead, ask yourself these 5 simple questions. First, is the soil too wet or too dry? Checking soil moisture should always be your first step, because watering problems are among the most common causes of yellow leaves. Second, where did the yellowing begin? If it starts on the older leaves at the bottom, nutrient deficiencies, aging, or watering issues are more likely. If the newest leaves are affected first, you may be dealing with different nutrient imbalances or other environmental stresses. Third, do you see brown spots or unusual patterns? Brown spots surrounded by yellow tissue often point toward fungal diseases rather than nutrient problems. Fourth, are the leaf veins staying green while the rest of the leaf turns yellow? That distinctive pattern may suggest magnesium deficiency rather than nitrogen deficiency. Finally, inspect both sides of the leaves. Look carefully for tiny insects, webbing, eggs, or sticky residue. Catching pests early is one of the easiest ways to prevent serious damage later. Taking just 1 minute to observe your plant carefully can help you choose the right solution instead of wasting time and money on treatments that don't address the real cause. 5 mistakes that make yellow leaves worse. Even experienced gardeners sometimes make these mistakes. The first is adding fertilizer before identifying the problem. If overwatering or disease is preventing the roots from functioning properly, more fertilizer won't solve the issue. The second mistake is watering on a fixed schedule instead of checking the soil first. Weather changes constantly, and your watering routine should change with it. Third, many gardeners ignore the first few yellow leaves, hoping they'll recover on their own. Early action almost always gives you the best chance of saving the plant. The fourth mistake is watering from above. Wet leaves encourage fungal diseases, especially during warm, humid conditions. Whenever possible, water at the base of the plant. Finally, many people overlook the importance of healthy soil. Rich soil filled with compost doesn't just feed tomato plants, it improves drainage, supports beneficial microorganisms, and helps plants withstand stress throughout the growing season. Healthy soil is one of the best long-term investments you can make in your garden. Yellow tomato leaves are not a disease. They're your plant's way of telling you that something needs your attention. Sometimes the solution is as simple as adjusting your watering routine. Other times your plant may need better nutrition, improved airflow, or protection from pests and disease. The important thing is not to panic. Take a few minutes to inspect your plant carefully, identify the symptoms, and treat the actual cause rather than the yellow leaves themselves. With the right approach, most tomato plants can recover and continue producing a healthy harvest. Remember, great gardeners aren't the ones who never face problems. They're the ones who learn to recognize the warning signs early and respond with confidence. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Grow Food Smarter for practical, science-backed gardening tips that help you grow healthier plants and bigger harvests all year long. And before you go, tell us in the comments, which of the 7 hidden causes do you think is affecting your tomato plants? Your experience could help another gardener solve the same problem. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next Grow Food Smarter video. Happy gardening!